How do you overcome adversity? Life is not fair. You know it. I know it. I should not start this video with a smile, but I just want to give you a perspective, right? I want to just, draw a line between the problems and the obstacles. And I really wanted to, sort of give you the distinctive characters between these both. So the way that you're approaching is going to be completely different. Now, see, the thing is, what I really want you to get this in your mind, in your blood and bones, right? Every time there is a problem that you're facing, I want you to draw a line, okay? And then make these distinctions between these. Any problem that you're facing is not a problem. I want you to look at the problem as an obstacle and put all of the obstacles in one bucket. Anything that can happen, anything will fall into this bucket, the obstacle bucket. And then there is a problem bucket. You know what exactly goes into this one? If you lose somebody, your loved ones, okay? If you have a health problem, if your loved ones have a health problem. So the thing is, the health problem, and you lose somebody is dead. Now this will fall into this bucket. This is the only adversity that really hits people hard. Rest everything else, right, you'll be able to recover. Even this you'll be able to recover because we have this innate capacity to recover from things, because time will help us heal the wounds to a certain extent. Not every wound can be healed, but to a certain extent. I hope you are with me until now. So I'm not talking about this. I'm not talking about the problems as such. I'm talking about only the obstacles or whatever the thing is. So every time when you are hit with an obstacle, I don't want you to make that face and saying, oh man, oh shit, like again. No. Don't even think about that, okay? I want you to take this obstacle and just I want you to view this obstacle is an opportunity for you to get smarter, because problems are the only thing that makes you smart. Problems are the only thing that increases your intellectual, because you're solving the problem. Are you getting it? Don't run away from the problem. Stand, face it, solve it, and kill it, and then that's how you grow. Because if you don't solve the problem wins. If you solve the problem, you win. That's the way that I want you to look at it. So have a competitive edge, competitive advantage when it comes to problem, and this is how you play the life in offense, okay? Now, whatever the adversity that you're going through, okay? The first one that I want to talk about is the mental programming. When I say the mental programming, there are few things that I'm going to give you that will literally change your mind, and that will literally change the way you look at the problems. How do you take this mental programming, right? The mental programming is nothing but I'm going to give you few letters, few words that you need to internalize. And when you internalize that, whatever the adversity is coming to you, whatever you're facing, whatever it is that you're facing, I want you to look at that, the problem and the adversity as that. And then I want you to have this voice ringing in your head, okay? So you might want to take a lot of notes. So pause the video, go grab your pens and papers, and make sure you take these 5 points. And you read them through. And every time when you're facing the problem, make sure that you are reading these things, okay? So you read these things, you need to, it has to be like an instinctive behavior which becomes a part of you. So every time when you face an adversity, this goes along, and then it eases the whole thing, and then the way you approach is going to be completely different. You're getting my point? So go grab your pens and papers and let's get started. Number 1, adversity is your blessing. The second one, get good at suffering. Get really good at suffering. The moment you enjoy the process of suffering, right? There are people, 97-98% of people, when shit hits the fan, when shit is hitting them, you know what they say? You know what is the mental voice that goes on? Oh man, why me? Why am I suffering so much? Why are you, they literally talk to this imaginary being called God, and they say, why are you putting this thing on me? Why should I suffer? And all that, okay? So this is like a very loser mindset. Instead, when you get good at that, when you're good at the process of suffering, and it's not just about suffering, right? You're not just going through that, you're growing through that. That means just go through the obstacle, find the problem, solve the problems. When you're going through that thing, right, it'll change you as a person. So when you get good at suffering, this is one of the teachings of the philosophy, which is called as Stoicism. So when you really get good at suffering, right, there's nothing that can shake you. There's nothing can break you. You're not being a typical snowflake that just breaks under the pressure. You know what I'm trying to say? Regardless of what you are taking in, you're like standing there as a man and just say, give me more. I mean, you're getting the point, right? I mean, that's the mindset that everybody should possess, because once you hold that, then pretty much life becomes easy, because you know that this is a part of your operative behavior, and then everything is going to be okay, right? And then you solve it, and then you solve it, and then you solve it. You score by solving problems. The third one, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So this is one thing that fitness has taught me a lot. The pain that you're going through, right? If you're going through a great amount of pain, when I say pain, it's not only the mental pain, but also the physical pain, both as a whole, right? Mental pain, emotional pain, all of it together. When you're going through a certain level of pain on a continuous basis, the threshold for your pain goes more. That means the capacity for you to take it is way too high. I'll tell you something. Humans have the innate adaptive capability to survive under the worst conditions. This is what has helped this particular being called Homo sapiens live through these generations, these decades, this thousands of years, right? Centuries, I mean, not centuries, but thousands of years, right? And we are here. So we've come so far. And now we are being, now, if you're going, are you just going to break because of the one small incident? No, that's a disgrace to the humanity. Instead, the way that I want you to look at it is, this is a pain for me, and if I'm not able to take it, then probably I need to increase my threshold for me to take it. Okay, so let me give you an analogy. So every time when you go hit the gym for the first time, right? Obviously you are not strong, and obviously you will not be able to run or do whatever the workout that you're doing. You're not able to do it because you're just starting off. So when you do it, when you put in the work, when you do it over and over and over again, what happens is the body adapts to itself, and that is how you see the change in the body. But people are actually thinking that I want to see the change in the body and then I want to do this. No, it's not. It doesn't work that way. The only thing is, like, you have to put in the work, and to do the work and to keep pushing the limits over and over again. Obviously your mental fortitude plays a very important role, but then when your body is adapting to that particular change or particular amount of stress, then the body automatically changes to that. Okay, you cannot be flexible and you're heavy. So for you to be flexible, you need to put your mind to it that I want to get to that flexible level. You know what I'm trying to say? That is how you increase the threshold for your pain. So that's a pain, and you are increasing your threshold. What happens is the capacity to take the pain is more, your body automatically changes. There is no way that your body cannot change. Are you getting it? So what doesn't kill you will always make you stronger. And that's the third one that I want to tell you. Number 4, things could always be worse. Right? So anytime that you're facing a very bad phase of your life, very bad day, very bad week, whatever it is, right? Just remember this thing. Things could always be worse. Always. So what I want you to do is, if you can write the things that could go really, really worse, like really, really worse, right? And then you just have to make an instant comparison between the shit that you're going through right now, and then be like, holy shit, like things can actually go worse. So I'm in a much better situation. Let me go deal with this fucking problem. You know what I'm trying to say? So it gives you a different kind of mindset, like a growth mindset, as to how you can face this problem, and you can, because you are literally taking this as a blessing, because things can always be worse, but I'm not there yet. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you could be dead, you could be getting raped, you could be starving, you could be like having no water in a desert or any of that thing, and you're not there yet. I'm not. You're not there. There's no yet. Okay, you're not there, and you're just here. So this is cool. This is okay. This is something that I can deal with it. Okay. Number 5 is, this is your chance to grow. This is your opportunity to get strong. This is your opportunity to grow. So every time when there's an adversity, just look at the adversity and just smile and just say, I'm gonna kill you, and I'm gonna grow. Every time when I solve a problem, every time when I kill an adversity, I'm growing. This is a food for my growth. When you have these 5 voices running in your head, every time when you face the adversity, you will not only face it effectively, but also you will overcome in a much bigger way. So those are the 5 mental programs that I want to give you. Stay hard, everyone, and kill it. Peace.